All right, everybody, welcome back. And we got one of our favorite guests. He's back to you, True. What's going on, man?
How you doing? I'm blessed, family. How you doing?
That's good. How 2021 treating you?
Man, 21 treat me real good. You know, you gotta be careful what you pray for, because when you get it, you gotta know how to handle that pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pressure bust
Yeah,
pipes
yeah,
too. He got to
yeah,
step
yeah,
up to the
yeah,
plate.
yeah. It's making a diamond out of me, but I do a kicking and complaining some days, but it is what it is.
You built for it, though. You built for it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So last time we got together, we were supposed to talk about why men cheated, and we went.
Yeah,
We went to
yeah.
the left, to the right. We kept it moving.
I,
But
I,
today,
I think I think that conversation was valid though for part one. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
agree
yeah, yeah. But some people want to hear exactly why men cheat. They want to get down to the meat of the subject. You know what I'm saying?
to the nitty gritty, down to the gristle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So today, let's get down to the gristle. Let's get down to the gristle. So talking about why men cheat, I'm gonna personally go back, and for me, I have to go back to my teenage years. Like because for me, I've been with the queen for a while. So I got to go back to the teenage years when I was promiscuous.
Yeah.
Um, See, the only thing I could come up with when I go back for when I was in that type of activity was I was just immature.
Right, right.
I was just totally immature. And I know females mature faster than males, so they get it faster. Um, but I was just immature. Plus, when you're immature, you fulfilling bodily functions. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
You
right.
want to feel good. You want to be happy all the time. You and your emotions and stuff like that when you're young. So for me, I have to say it was a form of immaturity for me.
Right.
So what about
Okay.
you?
I I I I agree. I agree because, like you say, it was back in the days. The immaturity thing. You figuring out your stuff work, how it work. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to feel for it. So now you venture out and you see things. But as you grow and as you mature, you
Yeah.
know what I mean. You tend to slow down. Like, nah, I gotta do this, because if I don't do this, then STDs might come along. If I do
Right.
this, I do, you know what I mean. I
Right.
might get jammed up. My chicks start finding out about each other. So,
Right.
it's about a maturity thing and the way you move. But I think too, like after that maturity phase should have been kicked in,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a grace period after that. I mean, everybody, we can't just be so hard on everybody and ourselves, but you get a grace period. But after a certain amount of time, you just it's some voids that you trying to fill. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like,
yeah.
say, are you just promiscuous? And ain't nothing wrong with it. Just own up to it.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
and keeping it real, at some point, hopefully in your teenage years, even your young man years, you get popping. Like at some
right,
point, you get popping.
right.
And when you get popping, it's hard to stay faithful if you popping.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I I I I I agree. I agree totally. 100%.
Because
I agree.
everybody at you. Everybody,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
chicks
yeah.
at you.
But but wait a minute though. Okay, let's take it back to part one. Well, I basically said the same thing that you just said,
Right.
and you was like, not verbatim, but you basically said that it's easy to turn it down because you ain't that ain't where your head at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That ain't where your head at, so it's easy to turn it down.
Right.
But so a guy who popping his head may be not be there. So once again, you right though. You right. I agree. Yeah, like it's hard to turn
Yeah.
it down when you popping. Yeah,
Yeah. When you think, man, when you really get popping,
yeah,
like you You pulling up to the clubs, they at you. You get in the club, they at you. You leaving the club, they want to be at you. You going to church, they at you. You going to work, they at you. Like, or whatever you doing. You shopping, they at you. So at some point you get popping.
Right.
That's that crossroad that a lot of men come to. Hopefully they do, but a lot of men come to that you got to choose.
Yeah.
If you already got a family, you got to choose whether you want to be a family man or you want to be this, I want to say gigolo, but a dude with
Yeah.
with some side chicks doing
Right, right.
wrong.
Say if you want to juggle a little bit, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah.
But one of the things before we get into solutions, we get into solutions toward the end. But one of the things, like talking to my friends and people that I grew up with, a lot of guys just be heartless. They just be heartless. And a lot of the heartlessness comes from neglect from their moms or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, don't edit this out, man, because I'm about to say some things, but I got to hit my blacker. We talked about the toxins and the bodily harm and everything. We know I indulge, like, you feel me? But nah, cause I want to break down. I want to break down what you just said before, because I know we're gonna keep it short like today. But I want to get a women a feel for why they really getting played, how they getting played. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully somebody, I know my views and opinions ain't gonna be accepted by all, but I hope somebody hear and understand where I'm coming from. Like, so as far as what you saying, right?
Mhm.
Like a lot of dudes be heartless. That's like placing blame on us. I don't accept that. And I can't accept it. I can't, and I'm gonna say that for all man. I can't accept that because a lot of women just don't know how to be women nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So listen, that's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't gonna feel where I'm coming from, but I'm gonna tell you the real. I'm gonna tell you the real.
Elaborate.
A lot of women don't know how to be women because listen, everywhere you turn to, and I'm gonna just be vocal with it. I'm gonna say it. You see a lot of shaking ass, showing titties, bras and panties. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of hot girl summers. You got a lot of this on this spectrum. You got a lot of I could be better than a nigga, or I can be better than a man, or we ain't shit. You got a lot of this. You got a lot of this talk. But at the end of the day, you putting yourself in a man's shoes. You playing an art field. We play different because we different species. You know what I'm saying? Y'all women, we men. We play different. Y'all emotional. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be nurturers. Y'all give life. You feel me? Like, so y'all whole mindset and everything's supposed to be different. As far as like, cause I just wanted to make a Facebook post the other day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who know how to sew, just to see how many women would respond to that. Like, I need some song.
That's real though. That's real.
Just to see who would respond. You feel what I'm saying? Like, who knew how to do these womanly things? Like, so cause that's why cause me, I'm a ladies man. I'm a ladies man, flat out. You feel me? I don't indulge anymore, but it's not hard for me to get women. Like, you know what I'm saying? On any spectrum, friend, relationship, whatever.
Right.
I know how to play women because I've learned a lot of things from women. And at the end of the day, the easiest women for me to that I've noticed, like, for me to get is the ones who do play hard. Let's say like the Megans, the Cardi B's, the ones like, nigga, you can't do nothing with me if your pockets ain't this and them always be the easiest ones. Cause to me, them always been the most hurtful ones, the most damaged ones. And the ones, and that's why I try to talk to women, because I always keep it real. I got a lot of women friends. And I keep it, they'll tell you, I keep it 100 at all times. Like, I don't target women, I don't prey on women, none of that.
Right.
But when a woman is hurt, that's when she gonna be her most, she gonna give you her most toughest exterior. I've noticed that. When she is the most hurt, that's when she have her armor is on. She on point.
Right.
You feel me? And she ain't going.
Right.
Get that shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? You need love. You need affection. You know what I'm saying? You need all those things. Like you need a man to hold you at night. You know what I mean? Make you feel secure. Right. You need all that. You are a woman.
Right.
Stop trying to compete with us. Like we go out and hunt deers and bring them back for food, and y'all, you feel what I'm saying? Right. You take care of the kids and breastfeed, and it's just like watering plants. Right. You feel me?
Right.
Let's not do that. We supposed to be a unit. It's like I compare it to the basketball league. Like say like, you know, you got rules and regulations in the league. That could be the relationship, but everybody has a coach. Everybody has a point guard, a center, a power forward. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a position. Right. And a championship, you know what I'm saying? That statue, that could be the ultimate relationship. But everybody competing. You got your weaker teams, you got your good teams, you got your great players, you got your trash players.
Right. Right.
But you got to come to practice in order to gain that one thing that you want, happiness, right, with a companion.
Right.
You feel me? Right. I love Black women. I love women, period.
Right.
But at the same time, we can't, well, I ain't gonna say we, but women can't keep laying with dissemblers. Meaning you can't just lay up with rah-rah and let rah-rah tell you that he want a marriage and rah-rah running the streets. He running the streets, he for a reason. His mind is somewhere. Right. You need different players when you run in the streets to make sure that your life is secure, that your freedom don't get, you know, took. So you're gonna have to juggle different females because you need females to do different things for you. Right. You see what I'm saying? You need safe houses. You need you know what I mean? Because you can't keep everything when you late. Right. Right. So of course you got a bunch of different brides running around here because they doing different things for him. And now you in your feelings because Rah got, you know, Shaniqua over here, you know, Tay over here.
Right.
You got to be a mindful of who you dealing with and committing yourself to. You see what I'm saying? Like so that. It's just a whole different field of why women get cheated on. It ain't because they too good. It ain't because, but women know how to be, need to know how to be women in my eyes and know who they dealing with. Don't commit to rah-rah. Commit to the good man if you're gonna want to be a good woman. You feel me?
But how she go? But if rah-rah game is good, how she gonna be able to tell a difference? If rah-rah moving good, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that? How can you not tell? You can't tell the skies is you can't. That confused. How can you not tell? How can you not tell?
Because when a woman is emotional, she looking at you through rose-colored glasses. So anything you do is justified. So she's so lost into you, she's not gonna be able to differentiate between rah-rah and dude because whoever she's into is that same energy.
Not. Okay. Now whose fault is that? That ain't man's fault, right? No, that ain't man's fault.
I don't see it as a fault. I see her loyalty. I guess she's loyal to a fault. I guess you could say.
Okay, yeah. Now that's more acceptable answer.
Yeah, I could say she's loyal to a fault. Does that make her a fool? No, because she's actually following God's nature. So, you know, it's the man. So basically, it come back to us again.
That's still not on us because I only say that because you got I had this conversation last night with a good friend of mine. She just said it. She looking for love.
Right.
But she's not finding it because, you know, she was married for a long time, but she's not finding it because of her choice of men. Okay. The ones that she should be attracted to, that's attracted to her, that she could find her happiness with, she don't like them.
Right.
The ones that she knows she shouldn't be committing to and she's giving her all to. Right. So that's not man's fault. Who does that fall upon?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That falls on that falls under your discernment and your life choices. You feel me?
Yeah.
So man can't be to blame for, you know, for cheating. You know what I'm saying? You can't lay with dissemblers. A man gonna tell you what he want to,
Right.
or what he thinks you want what you want to hear in order to get what he wants. Just like a woman, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I
Who
guess
out here doing the same thing.
I guess you could say it's about intentions on both
Right.
ends.
On
So
both ends, yeah.
so look, this is an article from Psychology Today, 10 reasons why men cheat. So one of the reasons is that he's a flat out liar. He never intended to be faithful in the first place, and he's not willing to sacrifice his freedom to be monogamous. Would you say that's valid? That men just flat out lie?
Because when you say men, you talking as a whole, and all men ain't liars. So I disagree with that.
Okay, okay. But would you say being a liar is a big factor in cheating?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
so,
Yes.
so 85% yes lies. Okay. Now they got that he's really insecure. They talks about how deep down inside he
Oh, I
feels,
love that subject.
yeah, he feels too young or too old or too fat or too thin or too poor or too stupid or too whatever to be desirable. So he uses flirtation and porn, for his way of better sexing himself.
Where you get this? Where you get this source of information from again?
This is Psychology Today.
Oh.
Talking
So
about reasons why men cheat.
If I feel all those negative ways about myself, that's gonna make me go out and get some more women. I wouldn't get no women if I felt like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That makes no sense to me. If I feel undesirable or too skinny, too thin, or just any of those negative things about myself, I wouldn't have the confidence to go get women, like to even approach women. So I don't believe that.
Okay, I like that. That makes sense. Let's move on. Here's another one, and we talked about this, being immature. Now, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that one.
Yeah,
We already
100%, 100%.
Yeah, so he's immature. What about he's damaged? What about things happen in his past? It could be his first crush. It could be relationship with his mom. It could be his grandma passed or seeing his grandma get hurt by whatever.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
think
yes,
a
yes.
person being damaged could be a cause of them cheating?
Yes, very, very much likely. Very much likely. I agree with that.
And plus, I've also seen bad modeling as far as like seeing a messed up household, seeing a broken home, make a person not want to be committed. Or if they got a dad and saw him constantly cheat and had a bunch of women, and he was teaching him how to be a man, that's what he know how to do.
Right.
So you could be damaged by bad examples.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Because that's how you sing. That's how so that's how you know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like back in the day when, generational welfare, you know what I'm saying? We was part of that, in situations, blacks and stuff. So, we broke that cycle.
Right.
That cycle. So I guess you could say this is one of those cycles that we consistently got to work on.
Yeah.
Until it could get broke. I guess we got to value it more. And it talks about being unreasonable, but the next one talks about being bored. Basically saying some dudes just cheat because they're bored.
That's why I say you're going to get me in trouble, man. That's why I say you're going to get me in trouble. Because I'm really holding back. But I want to get it. I want to get so far deep down in this rabbit hole, but you gonna get me in trouble, man, because I'm gonna end up just spilling the beans. But personal experiences, when you said insecurity, and now we're talking about boredom. Men are not insecure. I'm not an insecure man at all. I explained it like this. If a man, let's say he's not cheating on you, he's not doing anything, but you can make your man insecure Jealousy is cool. A little bit of women like a little bit of jealousy in their man. Okay, that's understandable. But insecurity is something different because it's so many different ways to deceive a person nowadays. It's easy. So you have to really rely on your integrity to make your partner feel comfortable. But when you justify or have fun or make light of certain things that you know your partner don't like, it's a problem. And that creates insecurity.
Right.
And then that insecurity boils down to starting problems.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then there it just keeps trickling down. So then that causes for a disconnection in your relationship.
Right.
And once that disconnection is gone, that bond is gone,
Mm-hmm.
communication, activities,
right,
a lot of things you're gonna look to separate. Then you're gonna start the relationship gonna start to get monogamous. And once that monogamy sets in, that's that boredom. Now he's looking for elsewhere to go.
mm-hmm.
Just because it's fun, it's something different, it's something exciting. The
Right.
same with her. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I try not to create no insecurities at all. I try to be as transparent as I can be. So if I do decide to do something different that may throw you off, like you don't go out normally on Saturdays. You done been out 2 Saturdays in a row now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like what's going on?
Right.
You know what I'm doing, but that's because you can trust me. There's no insecurity.
Right.
People take these things, they get in relationships not knowing like these relationships are really serious. You know what I'm saying? So they make light of the wrong things. They make light of the wrong things. Like I just had to explain to my woman. You feel me? Like about our relationship. Like this shit is so serious. It's cool. We having fun. We doing this. We doing that. But it's serious because if you take my last name and you walk to me down that aisle.
Right.
If anything serious was to ever happen to me, Lord forbid, anytime soon or ever, my mama couldn't even make no decisions for me.
Right.
They have to talk to you.
Right. That's real.
Period.
That's real.
Period.
That's
Don't
real.
play with nothing that's coming with this relationship. You feel what I'm saying?
That's real.
So that's what I'm saying. Like people think like, oh, he just an insecure. He acting like, oh, he doing this and doing that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Be a woman. Stop playing around. Like I don't play games. I don't play because I'm gonna be a savage. I'm gonna have you somewhere in a psych ward somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. If I'm with you, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. That's all. Be my woman. Don't try to compete with me. We on the same team trying to achieve the same goal.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But women nowadays, they just in a different field. Like they with the warriors, but it was women warriors too, but they were bred different. You know what I'm saying? Like they were bred different, but be a woman. Just let the men and the boys be boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this relationship stuff is serious though.
So what you saying is what the energy that I'm sensing is it's almost like a envious battle consistently going on between the two. Like
and I don't know why though. I don't know what
energy. Who's better? Who's this? And I can do this too.
Yeah, of course. And I don't know why though. I don't know why. Cause I mean, you know, I feel somewhere like we as a people been institutionalized somewhere. Like we've been programmed to be pitted against each other. But for what though? If it's all this black love and everybody's so woke and conscious and all this, like y'all can't peep that, y'all can't move different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I try, like I say, like I'm not insecure. You know what I'm saying? I tell my lady everything that she needs to know. Like it don't make me feel less of a man. It don't make me feel nothing.
Right.
I'm letting you know because at the end of the day, if anything, like I said, if anything was to happen and that phone rang, man, he said he was here. What's up with my dude? You know what I'm saying? What did happen?
Right.
No, I know what's going on. You feel me? Because like I said, at the end of the day, you got the answer for me. Like if I can't answer for myself, just like vice versa.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a lot of heavy weight and a lot of heavy responsibility. So you have to really be understanding like who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because people tend to lead double lives out here, and that's where deceitful and other things go on. But we ain't on that. If we gonna be kings and queens, then we gonna move and have order like kings and queens. Nothing less, flat out.
Order. So basically, that's another thing. You want structure. You want
Right,
a
of course.
hierarchy.
Right, of course. We say we
recognized.
kings and queens, right?
Right, yeah.
That's how kings and queens move.
Okay.
Yeah. So
now you know you got different structures of kings and queens. You got the European structure and you got the African structure. The African structure is king, actually queen, king, and then the European is king, queen.
what would you prefer? What do we got to explain with spectrum we coming from?
See the African queen, king, and queen stand side by side.
Right.
And the woman, since it's a matriarch society, they choose the king to rule. And the king is supposed to protect and provide and things of that nature. But she chooses the king. The European side is the king chooses the queen and the king rules. So he got to constantly downgrade his woman to keep himself uplifted.
Some people can digest it. You got to think about the ones who can't. You can't just give it all to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, the game is definitely to be sold, not told, or it definitely got to be earned. You just can't give it away.
Right.
I definitely understand. It also talks about him being addicted to being single, along with he's wanting to be out of the relationship. He cheating just because he want to get out the relationship. He just need a reason to say, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Would you say that's valid?
Yeah, but that right there, like I ain't slow. I'm quick to pick up on things. Like
right.
What they talking about is coming from like they interviewed or questions a lot of, or whoever did the study, like it's coming from a place that they asking a bunch of immature people. They talking to a bunch of immature people, like, and it's like that's you got to be careful of what you partake, what you allow yourself to take in, and then be like, this is actually true just because it's coming from a psychology source, some type of, nah, man, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm asking you, like, do you agree with that?
Yeah, like I mean, that just comes with being immature. Who gonna shack up and get in a relationship knowing that 6 months down the line they gonna do this and do that just to get out the relationship? That's immature as hell. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's backwards as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, people do it, but that's what that is. Like that, I can't see that as a reason why men cheat, as a reason why anything, like to make a person want to be like, okay, I understand that it makes me feel more comfortable with the subject and make me want to try to get to understand my partner and deal with what we got going on and try to overcome it. You feel me?
Right. Now,
like,
yeah. Now the end, I just want to ask you this, and I'm gonna let you carry it on now. To end, what do you think it would take, and when do you think it would take a man to say, you know what, I'm done cheating, I'm gonna go on and get married, and I'm done? What do you think it should take, and when do you think it happens?
What I think is, I think women should continue to hold men to a higher standard, but a different one. Keep it as high as they can take it. Like, don't cut us no slack, but change it. Like, cause it's a lot of things that I don't agree with from women, but in the same token too, like the man once he stopped, cause once you accept certain things from a man as far as like cheating and stuff, he gonna do it until he feel he tired. When he know you ain't going nowhere and you gonna keep accepting him cheating, he just gonna do it till he get tired. And when he get tired, that's when you gonna be rested easy. But y'all both probably gonna be y'all late 40s, early 50s somewhere. And y'all ain't got no more life to go travel all the time. I want to go out and enjoy each other's company and have a couple drinks and dance with each other.
Right.
So if I was a woman, I wouldn't tell a woman to accept none of that.
Right.
Because that's lowering your self-worth, like your self-value in that relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's why I say keep the standard high, but change it. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, well, if you can't love me, somebody else will. Just come through the door. If you're not giving me the love, not that I want you to give me, but that I require as being a good woman, then me and you can't be we can't be we can't coexist. We can't be partners. We can't do nothing together. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't have to take you 6 months to a year, 2 years, 10 years down the line to see that. You see what I'm saying?
So put it all the way out there and have an expectation there. If you ain't punching all these buttons or checking these boxes, you gotta go.
Yeah. You feel me? You feel me?
If you happen to bang, you happen to bang. If not, see you later.
Right. See you later. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a deep subject. That's why I say I'm trying to really watch what I say, because I actually listen. I want you to keep this in this video, because I actually was about to cancel like 5 minutes before we started.
Right.
And I only say that because like I say, this is a real, I don't want to piss no woman off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to keep it as real as possible. I don't want to piss them off though. I want to give them the real because that's what they deserve. But it's a real tough subject right here, and saying the wrong things can get you, it can get you nailed to the cross. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to pick up no hammers and have to nail you up. So
yeah, nah. Because it's a real subject though, and the black, speaking for us in the black community though, because our numbers for marriage and stuff is low and sticking together is low. So we do need to change some things, but it's a real sensitive subject for men and women though.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. All right, with that being said, until next time, to you true. He one of these ways.
I'm straightforward, man. You feel me? Straightforward.
Pal, to you true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Philosopher A.D. Jones. Till next time, y'all. Why Men Cheat?
It's always a pleasure, man.
All right, YouTube and D's.
Hey, cuz, listen. Hey, this so like I wanted to say, I mean, I was being 100, but I want to say so much, man, but I wasn't gonna do it, man. Not this time. You hear me? Right. Not this time, man. Yeah, something was just telling me, not this time right here. Yeah.